Hello and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned. It's another day and another mission awaits. So options we've got available, there's a hard weirdstone rush, that's actually got okay deployment positions. Another one with worse positions but slightly better loot, and a deadly weirdstone rush. Now, I might be tempted to lean towards the deadly, but that Chaos Ogre in the last mission has me a little spooked. So just while we're still continuing to level up Crowthrall over here, we're just going to stick to a hard for the moment. So let me see. No, we'll leave Thorgar behind, but we will take Eladel out. Means this time we will actually have the order skill available to us, which would be nice. Svo'gaz, yes. Morpor, yes. Crowthrall, yes. Actually, no. Rytosh instead of Morpor. Viclops isn't rank 9 yet, so he can come out. And Grazigar. And I suppose Duradash is slightly weaker, so we'll bring him out as well. There we go, that seems like a fine lineup.
Your scouts have discovered a rival warband in the vicinity. These warriors are clustered around their wagon, making them a very attractive target.
Now at the moment I tend to be finding more of the shards and the clusters. And I really need to find more fragments in order to hit that 100 limit that I want. Okay, so we've got a group over here. Where else? Another one here. That looks like just a single unit, so we won't bother marking that. And another one over here. Looks like we're up against the Reichland mercenaries. So this is a good enough position to start in. I think the only other deployment option for Svo'gaz is the other end of the field. So we'll do that. Rytosh can go somewhat middle. Viclops alongside. And Duradash, well, sorry, I put you in a fairly bad position, Duradash. What can you do, though? So let's move up here and we'll sort of secure this corridor area and then wait and see what we can see. Now the human mercenaries impressive unit is of course the ogre, so we do have to be a bit cautious for him turning up. So if we have Svo'gaz and sort of keep him roughly here, actually let's bring him over this way. We'll get a nice view of the church and surrounding areas, fairly well defending these bits, and can see and react that way if we need to. And we'll very quickly ferry everyone else forwards to try and pick up as much of this stone as possible. Now, Rytosh could just run all the way through, really. Seems as good as any other path. There we are, almost made it all the way over. Can start picking those up next turn, but can go on Overwatch for the moment and support Svo'gaz. And Viclops could do the same, except he doesn't move as fast, so I'm going to start sending him more north and northeast. Eladel, you actually move relatively slowly, all things considered. Still, managed to make a really good progress up here. There's no point buffing anyone just yet. I suppose possibly buffing Svo'gaz on the way past is a fairly good idea, so I'll do that. And then since I think we'll have still a less than 0% chance of getting a curse. Yeah, minus 2%. We'll also do Rytosh just for next turn. Could also do Huthul, I suppose, but Nah, it's not a freebie. So we'll just wait here. We'll just end turn on this one rather than actually going on ambush. Crow Thrall. You can go on ambush. And then we've got our two slow, very, very slow, also slow movement tank units to bring up. Still no sign of the mercenaries, which is good. We want to try and control the engagement. I think it might be Svo'gaz's side rather than anything else. Razgar, you come as far forwards as possible. And Duradash playing catch up. Now, we don't want to overextend too much. Of course, our heroes and our leader have a far greater movement range, so we'll probably just start shuffling in situ, at least until everyone else is caught up a bit. Downside with overextending is you'll get absolutely surrounded, outnumbered, and go down really quickly through focus fire. Now we can see their leader. He's all the way over there. That's fine. This is an okayish position to engage, actually. I've got a good chokehold on the area. So maybe we'll sort of stick still. Yeah, okay. We'll stand here and just go on ambush stance. Anything that comes forwards is going to get a big, mighty Svo'gaz in the face. But we'll bring Rytosh forward to pick up a selection of these.
Objectives updated.
And he'll be supporting on Overwatch.
Objectives updated.
I'll probably send Crow Thrall over here as well, actually. Pick up one of these. Because there's going to be one left over.
Objectives updated.
Now, Rytosh, are you fast enough to get over there, take a pot shot, and get back? I don't think you are you? No. So we'll keep him back here, kind of in this position. Yeah, this is a better position right here. Overwatch here. We could send him up into this little snipey nest, but it's not necessary. His accuracy is good enough that he'll get great shots where he is. We can do that next turn if we feel like there's too many people in the area. Viclops, actually, you can come over and pick up this last one. And Viclops is missing eye, might make it more worthwhile sending him up. See if he's got enough move to get over there. He doesn't. That's fine. Just Overwatch here. Eladel, run forwards and snaffle up as many of these as you can, which is all of them. There's at least a couple of fragments, that's good.
Objectives updated.
And then possibly move through the building, I think.
Objectives updated.
So we've got 7, we need 1 more to get the optional objective. It'd be nice if we could get that area over there. But I think probably best for us to come through here and just get a line in the sand, as it were. So that's Svo'gaz buffed up. Can't see Rytosh from this position. Let's try here. Yeah, there we go. And just end our turn now. Crow's Row. Let's remove this mark. Don't need that anymore. He could disappear off and pick up that one. That would be all we need. How much space do you have in your inventory? 3. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can see it. It's over here somewhere. Next building bit over. There it is. Okay, so now I know where it is. Can I get that angle of approach better? Right, straight forwards here again to the corner. Not quite, but can definitely get that next turn. Okay, this is fine. I don't mind having him out of the fight because at the moment he's very weak and won't really contribute very much. And it's generally a good idea to play to your team's strengths. There's a very little benefit to getting weaker guys involved in the front line fight. All they'll do is serve as distractions for your heavier, more experienced troops. And this can be really good, of course. If you're trying to keep someone alive, just throw disposable goons in the way. The AI is not really smart enough to continue attacking the same person. It's just random chance who they decide to strike. Can definitely save your own impressive unit by choosing to sacrifice some other troops by just like hurling them in front of a crypt fiend or otherwise. Jiradash, you're so slow. You do look awesome though, Jiradash. Oh yes, very nice. I like the teeth.
A new round has started.
It's a very good look for him. Still own. Oh, okay. We can actually see someone else. So there's a marksman forwards. I see right up in the corner there through the fog. Can we see what they're armed with? It's a bow. It's a gun. That's quite a lot of damage, actually. Who else is next to him? No one? Think I can see a. Well, there's a trap here. Who's that? Oh, that's their leader, has just moved up. Well, since we've been attacked already, I kind of feel like Svo'gaz should get in combat with that guy. The leader might actually be on ambush stance. Very hard to tell. No, he's not. Well, in that case, yes, he is. Well, that was awkward. Still, we can definitely make the most of this. Should do an absolute ton of damage to their leader. Should kill their leader. And then get into combat with that brethren. Maybe not quite. Yes, yeah, we should. Do we see anyone else on their side? Yeah, loads of people. Okay, so we can now see this henchman. Down there is their impressive. Svo'gaz has only taken a little bit of damage. This guy can't run away now. So he's going to go down next turn. Thinking this question mark currently taking his turn is probably a warlock. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Now Svo'gaz is currently lacking defensive options, so this isn't good for him. But that wasn't too bad. I'm mostly just worried about the impressive coming up and getting a whole bunch of extra attacks. Now, it looks like we can get quite a good shot through here. So, let's take... we'll just take a bunch of regular shots, actually. Don't particularly want to get in the way of the ogre as he comes around. If we stay a bit further back, we at least might not be seen. And this is really good damage you're doing. And one more. Great. And then just enough to get out of sight. Cyclops. Probably a bit far away to do the same. But let's move up here. And go on Overwatch. Just in case anything comes around and tries to get us. Hello, Dale. Gonna move and buff up Svo'gaz if we can. There we go. That's enough. So Svo'gaz buffed for next turn. We'll do the same on Grazagar, who should be able to advance into a semi-useful position. And I'll also do the same on Rytosh. Now we're actually engaged in combat. Risk against Curse seems worthwhile. And then let's get out of sight. There is something to loot in here, but we haven't actually got any inventory slots available, so all we can do is look at it. Probably still worth looking at, though. Unless it's upstairs. No. Not worth the effort of climbing. So we'll just wait here. We'll wait on dodge stance. Marginally better than being on no stance at all. Now, where's that ogre going? Nowhere? Great. At least nowhere that we can see. Pick up the cluster and start returning to the combat. So that's enough of the weird stone to complete the secondary objective, which is the whole reason we were going over there. Let's run through the building. Make our way back over to the front line. Ah, another henchman inside the building. Perhaps moving around the back. Well, at least he doesn't do very much damage per shot. He is probably going to have a couple of options, though. Grazagar. Come on, catch up. Still didn't see where the ogre is. We'll just go on ambush stance here. Svo'gaz is still by himself for the moment. And Duradash can come through, catch up a little as well. Probably the smartest thing he could do. Still, after this point, Svo'gaz is going to have 2 dodges available to him.
A new round has started.
So we're going to start with a blood offering on Eric here. Kill him. And then move on to the Warlock, who is also down. Nice. Who else is nearby? Man, Svo'gaz is absolutely nuts. Can we get into the building? I don't think we can. Go after that guy. Can still see the ogre all the way down the other end. don't care about him so much. I think this guy is probably our next best option. And we'll get one hit on him. Youch. Very, very painful. We'll go on sidestep, get our 2 dodges, and hope that ogre doesn't actually make it around that corner. Right, Osh, you need to reload first. And then we can bring you forward. Probably not worth looking at the loot. Just thinking to myself, like, we're full already of Weirdstone, and that's what we came for. So yeah, maybe just shoot this guy a bunch, in which case, back to here, get that extra tactical point. Be able to get one more, but only one more, in which case, any chance I can get a hand shot on him? I don't think so. The angle's probably wrong. Probably needs to be actually unobscured. So we'll just do a regular shot. Good hit. Not quite enough to take the guy down. In turn. So Bimouth shuffling out of sight. Viclop's going to come over and try and get the kill, I think. Who can you see? Oh, you can see that guy. Well, if you can see from there, you can sort of see from here. Yeah, this is the best chance to hit you're going to have, I think. But you've got 2 shots. You only needed the 1. Well done. So you can reload and go on Overwatch, just in case anyone else comes forwards. And morale-wise, we're doing very well against them. We need to find where one of their other units is. I mean, we know this guy is in here. I really don't want to take on that ogre unless we absolutely have to. Let's send Eladel to investigate. Through that building, probably not great. Let's go through this one then. Looks like he's in the next building over. Or at least went through the next building over. No sign of him yet. He might have gone upstairs, I suppose. Doesn't look like it. Okay, back downstairs. And we'll have a little nosy outside the back door. Mystery. Okay, it's not that way. Possibly in there. Well, for the moment, let's buff up Svo'gaz, as we always do. If we absolutely need to, we can send Svo'gaz after their ogre. But then I'll come this way, buff myself up. And sit on ambush stance just in case that guy comes past. Right, Thrall. Yeah, you've got a long way to catch up. You might as well come up the outside though. Head towards a more Weirdstone. Anyone got eyes? You saw a flash. He's in there somewhere. Sniper shot at Rytosh. Well, if you're going to have an arch off, Rytosh is definitely going to win. Or Grazigar will get right in there. How much space have you got, Grazigar? You've got loads. Okay, well, I suppose on the way past, you can loot some. Not too much. Oh, nothing. That was not worth it. Because you still want to be able to move into combat here. Loot the Warlock and then you can still get into a fight. Staff of Carnage. That's fine. Another purple staff is good. And then get your charge on. Miss, that's fine. Don't worry about that. Jordash. Definitely can't get into combat there. Might be able to run through the building and out the other side. So let's use that as our plan.
A new round has started.
Svo'gaz, just delay for the moment, please. That ogre's back on that corner. Rytosh. Yes, you can get into a position where you can do some damage. Great. Thing about going into a arch off with Rytosh is he gets 4 shots to your 1. Or was it 2? Doesn't really matter. He gets over twice as many. Really should give him a purple bow if he hasn't got one yet. And one more hit. Lovely. Probably means Cyclops is going to steal the kill. Just delay for the moment. Makes very little difference. So he's shuffled out of sight a little. Again. Cyclops. You need to reload. Let's do that before we move. Reload. Definitely there. There we go. Aim shot. Get the kill. And Cyclops, you've still got space in your backpack. I know there's nothing to pick up here, but down here over at Svo'gaz, it's possibly stuff. You can't reach it. Fine. Reload. Go on Overwatch. Now, if we're lucky, they'll fail their routes test at this stage. Probably still worth looking around for other units of theirs, though, just in case. Okay, we can see someone. Who's that? That is their champion, and he's all the way back in this building. Why can we only see him now? Through that gap in the doorway? Yeah, I see. I don't think we can make it in there. But we should probably bring Eladel out of there, as he's going to be in a bad position. So ambush stance here, in case he comes across. Eladel, you can come out. Buff up Svo'gaz again. Also buff up yourself, I suppose. And sit on ambush stance. We'll bring someone else over to assist as well. Should be enough time for Grazigar to come over. Crowthrall. Yeah, let's go loot up some more tiny things. Seems counterintuitive. Go for the small ones, but really they're the ones I need more of at the moment. That'll do nicely. Now return to the fold. Nothing worth looting on their bodies. So turn around, come over this way. And about here for our ambush, I think. Jordash, you can also come over. Sort of be ambushy over here. Cross fingers. Yeah! Route test failure. Another victory! So, completing the optional objectives again has led to some more extra rewards coming from the battlefield. Some white clothing. Yay! But more importantly, 2 more formula that we don't have. 1 master and 1 regular.
Your ruthless ambition serves you well. The Shadow Lord will reward you greatly for your skill and loyalty.
Once again, Svo'gaz MVP basically ate half or more of the entire other team.
Fantastic.
Rank up for Viclops. You're getting there, buddy. Don't let that eye loss right at the start of the campaign put you down.
The gods are with you.
Rank up for Grazigar as well. Just a bunch of XP for Eladel. Advancements regardless, though. Well done, Juradash. Rytosh doing very, very well.
Nice progress.
And Crowthrow's reached rank 2. So, loot. We'll sell that. Probably sell that. Purple shield, that's okay. Master formula surprise. Okay, we'll check that out. It's probably like plus to ambush damage or something. Be very interesting. Let's pay for everyone first. Go to the shop and sell, let's see, Staff of Carnage. Yeah, I suppose another purple staff is better than just one of the blue staffs that we've got. So we will equip that on someone. What do you have? You've got an actually good staff. Fine. You've got a blue staff. There you go. You can have Staff of Carnage. He is just our stand-in leader, so we don't care that much. What else did we get? Sigmarite Warhammer. Get rid of that. Draft of Focus. Not going to use that. And then we can sell that blue staff, wherever it is. Oh, Short Bow of Devotion. Don't remember picking that up. Probably in one of the previous games. Go away staff. Don't care. White. Don't care about that either. Cool. Let's have a look at everyone's gear and things. So, Eladel, rank up time. What do we want? 12, 15, 15. Let's get your intelligence up to where we want it to be for all of the spells you could possibly have. I suppose accuracy as well. So from this point out, it's just going to be increasing his initiative. It's doing very well, actually. I'm liking where he is. Next up is Juradash. Being a Dark Soul, we want something like just big on leadership, really. It would be very nice if I could get them. Where is it? Knowledge Mordheim, but that requires me to have taken them all the way down intelligence instead of leadership. And, well, the skills you get from leadership, things like demoralize, that's pretty cool. Or is it taunt and insult? They're both very, very good. That's the reason why I've decided to go that way over. Yeah, I mean, it's they're both good in different ways. They would be more maneuverable if I'd gone intelligence, but less combat effective. So yeah, I don't mind being too slow. Generally, Svo'gaz gets up front, finds where people are, and then we can angle our positioning after that point. Rightosh, you're next. Ah, you do have a purple bow. Oh, I'm glad I did that. So, surprise, yeah, increases damage of ambush and overwatch by 20%. Still, none of these are worth putting on the bow, really, if I'm honest. If I was to give him different clothing, is there better enchants for him now? Oh, the marksman. Ooh. He doesn't need the extra ballistic skill, but that will also increase his damage. So maybe that is going to be better. And accuracy for his critical chance. I think it's about time we gave him a proper jacket. So yeah, it could be clothing of the marksman. Could do light armor. Well, nah, clothing of the marksman. That's definitely going to be his thing. Wow, that's a bit crazy, that is. So a bit more accuracy there. And then on the physical side, think we just want toughness at this stage. There you go. That's insane. That's starting to get huge. Just imagine when we get his bow enchanted as well. Up here we can also put an enchant on his pendant. Still not sure any of those are actually worth it though. Evasion is possible. He's already got a 90% dodge though. The rest of the stuff at the moment is, yeah, largely irrelevant. Okay, moving on. Crow's morale, yes. So needs a bit more strength. Also needs more toughness. We're going to keep those fairly even throughout. More weapon skill, definitely. And more intelligence here. It's going to be soon-ish that we start training him up in spells. Where is it? Idol of Blood? I think that's the one. Yes, Idol of Blood is going to be the first thing we train him in. It's going to take how many days to train? 2 days. That's okay. He's got enough intelligence at the moment. Yeah, maybe we should train up Idol of Blood already to make him useful as a support caster. It'll mean he's out of the next match. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, let's start him training. Boon of Ruin, that's so rubbish. I don't think I'll ever use that. It just makes no sense. Next up, Viclops. He's got spies already. Be nice to get him some light armor of the marksman, but we'll deal with that at some point in the future. So you're going to have more agility here. Then more alertness. And finally, more accuracy. There you go. But you're feeling pretty good about yourself, aren't you? Grazigar. Definitely want more toughness. Also kind of want a little bit more agility. We'll go for agility at this point. And also 1 in toughness, I suppose. Next down, leadership. We've mentioned that before. And then accuracy. What are you using? You're using an axe of warding. think we'll swap that for an Axe of Carnage now at this stage. And then Shield of Deflection is good, but we could just give you a purple shield, which is better. Yes. So there you go. We've got options to enchant that as well, but for the moment, I think I shall just wait. That's of champions. That's okay. If I was to swap it over to this heavy armor, do we have a worthwhile thing to do? Leadership and strength. That's kind of okay. Warriors, strength and weapon skill. Yeah, that's pretty good. Warriors is probably what we'll do there, but we don't really have enough cash. I want to keep about 1,000 on hand just in case. So we'll switch that back over to champions for the moment. And I think that is everyone dealt with. Lovely. Just have a quick look at everyone else's weapons. We should all have... mostly have purple weapons by now. Yep, I think that's looking fine. Brilliant. Things are really starting to come together, they are. Cool, so we've also got a little bit of training in motion, as mentioned. So let's see what happens overnight.
New hired swords are available.
Cool, so Crowthral's under training. We've got a blue formula, which we don't care about that much. A purple mace, and new hired swords are available. Let's have a look at the hired swords. Ooh, finally a rank 4 Doomweaver, but my, he costs a lot. He really does. That's a shame. That would have been a nice kickstart. New potential leader. Don't care about him. I think we've seen Varsin before with his slicer arm and his weird mouth stomach. Reban, he's new. Faust, Boldbert, again another Doomweaver. Man, why couldn't these guys have been here like 4 or 5 days ago? It would have been very cool if they had been. Still, if our current Doomweaver dies, if Crothral goes out of action again, we've got replacement options on hand. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you ever so much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have and will be joining me for the next. Remember to like these videos if you like them and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And I shall see you again next time for some more Mordheim, City of the Damned.